It's time to take a look at one big question facing the Philadelphia Eagles this offseason. And it's really, did we get it right with the coaching staff this time? For the third straight year, there will be a new offensive and defensive coordinator, and we saw the fall off on both sides of the ball last year. In fact, the Eagles defense, it was so dominant in their run to the Super Bowl, simply couldn't get after the quarterback at all last season. It was one of the most shocking developments. And if you go back and you look back at the free agent grades that we gave a year ago right now for the Eagles after their Super Bowl run, they were getting high marks from everybody. If you look at the draft grades, they were getting high marks from everybody. The expectation was that the Eagles were about to take a step forward. And then we were reminded that coaching matters. Now, Nick Sirianni is obviously still going to be there as a head coach, but you have to wonder how hot that seat is and how reactionary he will get to that hot seat. Because what we've seen so far, that part of a coach's job is to be able to build the best staff possible. Sirianni hasn't been able to do that. The play calling on the offensive side of the ball was incredibly predictable. The defense couldn't get after the quarterback and had issues as edge rusher and on the outside. And through all of it, we now find ourselves with more questions than answers for the Eagles. Yes, they can go in and they can make some transactions. Yes, they can bring in some talent. And certainly, I'm sure they will be aggressive, as Howie Roseman is always aggressive in building this roster. The Eagles always want to put themselves in contention. That being said, you can put the best pieces on the board, but you still need the person playing chess to know what they're doing. And there are real and fair questions to ask about whether or not the Eagles and Sirianni particularly to find the coordinators that can ever replace the ones that they had that helped them get to the Super Bowl.